welcome to the very first video on the YouTube channel. I'm so glad that I made it here, y'all. Forever, I've been telling y'all to go subscribe on YouTube, go follow on YouTube, go do everything on YouTube, and I just don't have nothing on here for y'all. But guess what? Today, that is changing. We're gonna be having a video every week, and we're going to keep up with that, okay? But today, we're just gonna start off with introducing Ria and just kind of telling y'all what the channel is gonna be about and kind of what it's gonna look like over here, because I think I'm gonna structure it very different from TikTok because, obviously it's a different platform. If you're just seeing my face for the very first time, hello there. My name is Ria. I make deconstructing content on TikTok. I'm mainly on TikTok and I'm trying to get to like other platforms as well. I've kind of got into Instagram a little bit. It is hard to navigate Instagram. Oh my God. But I'm learning. It's a learning curve. So I know that's kind of going to be the same thing here on YouTube. But I'm just excited that I'm doing the thing, okay? I am a 25-year-old mother, wife, philanthropist, entrepreneur, student. I'm so many different things. So in general, I am a jack of all trades, master of none. I am first generation Nigerian, so I was brought here against my will, absolutely. I do have a good number of following on TikTok, but over time, I kind of realized that I really haven't been doing a lot of talking, especially about myself. So I'm thinking YouTube will be the best platform to do all of the yapping that I want to do, okay? Because I yap a lot. You guys are going to learn that about me. I am a yapper. Overall, I kind of just want to focus on not reconstructing people, but kind of getting them through the initial process of deconstructing, right? Personally, I don't think you can finish deconstructing, but as of right now, I think just getting people to that initial, understanding of what deconstruction is, especially if you're trying to figure out if this is the right faith for you or if you should even be having faith in the first place, right? So we're going to be doing a little bit of all of that on the channel. So if you are not a yapper, you don't like to listen to people just talk, this might not be the space for you, okay? Because I'm just gonna sit here and talk to y'all most of the time, okay? So I've had a few people ask me, why are you deconstructing? Like, what is deconstructing? And I think the easiest way to answer that question is it's a dismantling of whatever it is that you say you believe in, right? Whether you're Muslim, you're Christian, you're Buddhist, whatever it is, as a belief system, right? It was constructed by other human beings, no matter how you want to look at it. So to kind of understand where those people were coming from culturally, historically, and just altogether, like what were they trying to say here? Is it something that is divine? Is it just a human being kind of letting you know how they lived life? A lot of that has to go with deconstructing, right? A lot of people think deconstructing is just like, oh, asking your questions and trying to figure out if God is real. To me, in my opinion, I don't think that's what deconstruction is, because you quite literally have to destroy the foundation that the belief system was built on. To say you've deconstructed it, you would have to break down that system and then maybe pick out the things that you might want to keep from it. I personally was one of those people that was like, throw the whole shit away, okay? Just throw the thing away. I prefer not to be a part of this, right? Now, again, there are parts of deconstructing where people go back into their faith, but there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to be at least honest with the fact that all of the things that you now know, especially historically, are just facts that you cannot dispute, and at least go into the faith understanding that what it is just faith. It's just a belief system, right? A lot of people just kind of want to find the divinity in this, and I'm not gonna put you down for that. I'm not. I don't necessarily think that's the problem, finding divinity, but I think when adults have to now step outside of reality to find some other explanation for life or to find some other explanation as to why we're here, I just I don't know why it has to be an entity that not only is okay with destruction, right, but also is just very manipulative and very human like. And that goes for pretty much all of the Abrahamic religions, right? We see a pattern of narcissism, misogyny, and just blatant disrespect for human life. But then we're supposed to be worshiping and reverencing these gods, these deities that other human beings told you about. So if you've ever come across one of my videos on TikTok and you're asking yourself, like, what is this girl doing? Like, why are people deconstructing? That's why. Because over time, people have been fed, right? They've been fed lies where they end up creating these Santa Claus type characters and calling them God. And not only just in their homes, they're now adding these belief systems to governments, right? They're adding it to the laws that govern other people that might not see life the way they see life. But when these types of issues come up, that's why people like me are setting up platforms to talk about it, because it's not just Christians, right? We have things like Sharia law, right? And over time, like when I first got on TikTok, I used to go back and forth with the Islam community, Muslims, because these are religions that are very detrimental to life as we know it, society as we know it, community as we know it. So for me, I'm really fighting the fight of critical thinking. I'm fighting the fight of getting adults to come out of this fairy tale land that they rather live in than deal with reality. A lot of people live on autopilot and have no clue what's going on around the world, don't really care about it. And honestly, it's not your obligation, but when you live in a society and you live in a community of people, you are quite literally expected to be contributing to said society and said community. And contribution does not only look like monetary contribution, contribution can also be trying to make sure that everyone else has a good quality life, right? So you might not be able to fulfill that for every single person, but the least harm done should be the goal. The least harm, which should end up being no harm at all, right? If you were to go and maybe get on a scale of how much harm should be acceptable, none of it should be acceptable. But we understand as human beings, some things are inevitable, right? Some things are inevitable. Some accidents happen, some suffering happens. But having religions that tell you that those things are okay and they should not be fought against, they should be accepted. I'm just not okay with a belief system like that. I'm just not okay with belief systems in general, because I think they hinder cognitive abilities and cognitive skills and critical thinking skills. But in general, I'm against the ones that are detrimental to society, detrimental to community, and detrimental to common human decency. So, yeah, I did tell y'all that I'm a bit of a yapper. So, that was a tiny little brief overview of what RIA is doing, why RIA has these platforms, why RIA is deconstructing, why RIA talks about deconstruction. I've had a few people just kind of are so confused in my comment sections. They're like, why are you doing this if you don't believe in it? And I'm just like, this should be self explanatory. But because you don't care about the history of your religion, you don't care about why your religion came about, how it came about, were the people even sane when they put this religion together? When you don't care about things like that, you go into people's comment sections asking them, why are you deconstructing religion? Well, because it is detrimental. Because we have seen a lot of havoc caused by religion. It's my mission to get people to start using their brains and get out of fairy tale land. It's my mission for people to pay attention to reality and not feel the need to escape it. But honestly, with the world that we have, you really cannot blame people for wanting to find another reality. But I think it's time to come back. I think it's time to break that seal and let's deal with the real world now. It's 2025. Back in the day, I can kind of make an argument for why people would think like thunder was coming from a god, but it's 2025, guys. It's 2025. We have to move on. Okay. Now that being said, I want to get to know you guys. So if you would like to introduce yourself to me, you want me to get to know you a little better, maybe like on TikTok, I don't get to see your comments or anything like that, please go ahead and do that here in the comment section. Tell me about yourself. Tell me if you are deconstructing. Have you thought about it? Like, what does deconstructing mean to you? Obviously, we do have like an objective definition. We have one definition, but it can mean so many different things to other people. So that's why I'm sharing my story, okay? Because I want you to kind of see a different side of deconstruction that doesn't necessarily look like jumping from one religion to the other. I'm just so excited I'm finally doing this. I've been saying it forever that I'm gonna get on YouTube, I'm gonna get on YouTube, I'm gonna get on YouTube. But you know what? Here I am, okay? I'm finally here, so let's get to it. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Thank you so much for sitting here and letting me yap at you for minutes on end. I really do appreciate it. And I hope that you come back on the next video. Make sure to turn on that notification bell. I will see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.